Good morning, everybody. Pastor Todd here, coming to you from my kitchen. Good morning. By the time you see this, it'll probably be evening. Looks like it's shaping up to be kind of a drizzly day, so I hope you stayed warm and dry. So I thought you'd want to maybe cook some breakfast with me. I'm going to start with an egg. Goes on some toast. And I know you know what this yellow thing is right here. It's a yolk. You gotta pronounce the L, so you don't make the same mistake I did in seminary. I was talking about the yolk that Jesus is talking about in Matthew, but I spelled it Y-O-L-K. So the seminary professor wrote next to it, so you want Jesus to help you carry your egg. Embarrassing? Yes. But I never made that mistake again. Y is for yoke this Sunday. Y-O-K-E. So in Matthew, Jesus says, "Come to me, all who are weary and heavy laden with burdens, and I will give you rest." So we understand that Jesus, our relationship with God through Christ, is not a promise that we will never be burdened in our lives. It's a promise that Jesus, God through Jesus, will help us carry that burden. But just how? You know, we know our burdens. Relationships can be fixing them. Money is a burden, especially up here in New England. They want to tax you to take the money. So we have a lot of burdens, and we know that Jesus is not standing next to us, you know, with his checkbook out for those problems, or in the middle giving us counseling in person and relationships. So just how does Jesus help us carry these burdens? What does that mean? We'll talk about it this Sunday, and we'll also look at some nuances as well in yoke. So he asks us to help break the yoke. You know, that a yoke is actually that brown wooden bar across an ox that helps them carry something, and Jesus asks us to help break the yoke of those who are oppressed. He also says, "I'd like you to take my yoke, because my yoke, my burden is light." And he's asking us to do something. He's asking us to carry something for him. So we got a lot to unpack about yokes. How's my egg doing? A lot to unpack about yokes this Sunday. So please come, let's worship together at 9:30. Here's some announcements. First of all, thank you, Barbara and the women's group, for providing a coffee hour this Sunday. We need a greeter and a reader. And don't forget, these days when you are a reader, you get to read a cool poem. It's The Pulley by George Herbert. So if you're interested in being a greeter or reader, please sign up on our website. So you know the ones you've heard. Look at the email you got as well. It's got a link to this video and the announcements. So you know Reverend Gibson's retreat is coming up. You know the women meet the first Wednesday of every month. Check that out. You know you have an opportunity to serve an underfed population here in Bridgeport through Nourish. So you know those. Jean and Tom Larson have provided us another way to serve called Refill the Pantry. There's 3 opportunities coming up this fall for you to serve outside of a Stop and Shop. And of course, you'll get the dates in that announcement that you're going to get in the email to go to that's you can either serve, you can go there and purchase something that they need off this list while you're doing your shopping. So those are our announcements. 2 exciting things. This is a different lane of announcements that I want to tell you about. I'm very excited. So September 13th is a Sunday. It's 2 Sundays from now, or 2 Sundays from this Sunday. We're going to have a new member workshop at 1 o'clock, September 13th, there at the church. We're going to feed you. We're going to have some lunch, 1 p.m. to 2-ish. I'm going to tell you a little bit about our amazing denomination, the United Church of Christ, amazing history of Trumbull Congregational Church. And you'll have an opportunity to ask me any question you want about what it means to be a member. And then on September 13th as well, during the service, we're kicking off our Sunday school. And the theme this fall is You Belong Here, that we'll be discussing, or the Sunday school class will discuss the incredible importance of community in our lives, how to build it, and what God asks us to do to serve that community. So a lot of stuff going on coming up in the fall. So I'll see you on Sunday.